to PhilosoMe Talks, man. We happy to be here. Happy 2020, y'all. We happy to have y'all here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Before we even get started, make sure you... Oh, yeah, 2021. I'm still behind.
Yeah. Hey, man, we ain't going back to 2020, man.
Shit, the way things looking, it don't look like it matter. But happy 2021. I'm still catching up. But before we even get started, make sure y'all click on that subscribe button, turn on your notification, give us a thumbs up. We got a lot of stuff that we want to talk about with y'all. But first and foremost, as always, per usual, we want to make a toast.
What's up?
All right. So you got L Boogie, you got Gripper, you got Tweezy here, and we want to make a toast to y'all. All right. And you know what I want to toast to today, y'all?
What's
Love
up?
and happiness.
Facts.
Yeah, baby. All right. So what's up, fellas? What's happening with y'all, man?
What's on, man?
Nothing, man. Just trying to stay warm, you know.
Yo, what's the temperature like that up there? Like up there?
It's like right now, I think it's like 30 something right now.
Yo, how cold? Go ahead.
I know back home when I go home it's normally a lot warmer, but here, man, it's cold as I don't know what. It's 39 or 33 here.
It's about a good 38, 36.
I don't know what the temperature is. It's cold as hell. Out here, man. Yo, so I know we were supposed to have somebody on tonight. Something happened, so we here, man.
We can make it do what it do.
Yeah, yo.
What's on your mind, man?
Yo, I know Leon asked a question the other day, yo, and I feel like that was a good-ass question.
Yeah, so everybody that's listening, how long do you want to have sex for when you're having sex with a chick?
Girl, how long you be wanting to have sex, bro?
It depends. It depends on... I want to please them.
Pause that. How long do you have sex with a chick for? When you having sex? You know, something happens. I be going
for
45.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your realistic numbers, man?
I would love to throw numbers out there, but I'm not. I would say to the chick is pleased. If I can please you, I can please you. Those are my numbers. Those are my numbers. What you got? Tweezy about to say like 2 hours. Watch.
Nah. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't going no motherfucking hours. I gotta be on some shit to be going some damn hours. All right.
And
it's going over a half hour. They on something. I don't care what they say. I don't care.
Yo, that's the thing. 30 minutes is a long time to have sex, yo. Like 30 minutes is a long time for me to be fucking somebody, yo. Like that shit just for me, I would wanna fuck. I would hope that I'm fucking until she nut. Like if she nut, then I feel like I accomplished
your job.
I accomplished my job, yo. But I do hope it's a short time because ain't no point in fucking for what's the point in fucking for an hour? Like that's the question that I would want to know.
I don't have an answer to that. I don't even know how to. I mean,
the only
I got an answer for it, yo. It's for the Guinness Book of World Records, yo. You break that time. That's what it got to be for, yo. Because I mean, I can't. I'm racking my head for a good answer for you. It's nothing popping. I guess it has to be for the Guinness Book of World Records.
But if you fucking for an hour, you trying to impress her or something. I mean, I don't know. Like, yo, you remember the homecoming years ago at Virginia State with Lil Duval came?
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was asking the girls, he was like, hey, you know, how long y'all be having sex for? And the girls was like, capping, 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah.
And Lil Duval was like, yo, if a nigga fuck you for more than 45 minutes, your pussy is trash.
Nah, I remember being at that homecoming, yo. Lil Duval a fool, man. Lil Duval a fool. But I mean, I really do believe like it's really up to the couple. Like when y'all both please each other. That's my belief.
Man, it's up to how good that punani is. Because if that punani ain't hitting on nothing, truthfully, if it ain't good, bro, I might not nut. Be honest, like I might just fake it. I might fake like I nut, yo.
Fake a nut. How do
you ain't never fake. Y'all ain't never fake no nut.
How do you fake a nut?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, yeah, I'll keep it real. I faked a nut before.
Word? How you do it?
For real, it was like on some round 2 shit. And it was like, I was like, yo, all right, bro. Round shit. I was like, yo, this shit gotta stop, man.
Yo, so what you was like, oh, snap, I came.
Yeah. But yo, you ever slipped up and came quick as hell?
What?
I feel like every guy has. I do believe that's something every guy has done before in their sexual life.
Bro, that shit is embarrassing, yo.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes.
If a guy say he never did, yo, he's like, because us as guys, I mean, I feel like for one thing, us as guys, we never, I don't know why, but we feel like we have to prove something to each other sometimes. Some guys feel like, nah, I ain't gonna say it. Nah, yeah, if I'm around my boys, nah, yo. Yeah, man, we went for like 2 hours, man. We went for 2 hours. And guess what? After the 2 hours, she wanted another. And I mean, you don't gotta lie to me. If it's your boy, I don't gotta lie to you.
Yo, you know what? I feel like girls don't even be wanting to fuck that long, man.
Hell no.
I don't feel like they enjoy that shit after a certain amount of time, yo. Like that. Like it's just like an ego thing for us, probably.
Why? Okay. Why would you say? Why you think they wouldn't enjoy it for that long? Do you think it's some girls out here who enjoy it that long?
That long? I mean, there's somebody out here.
Couple, but majority, they ain't gonna go that.
I asked somebody. I'm about, yo, you know what? I'm about to see if we can get somebody to call up in here, a female to call up in to PhilosoMe and tell us about women.
Okay.
And what women go. So I'm gonna mute mine and I'm gonna make a call and see if I can get them to call in and tell us how long these women be wanting to have sex, because 2 hours. Number one, I never had sex for 2 hours, including head, ever. Like 2 hours is a long bird. That's a whole trip. That's like a trip to Florence and back. That's right, like a trip to Florence, yo.
Bro, that's a trip to DC for me.
Yo.
Trip to Baltimore. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. Now, well, Baltimore ain't nothing but like 45 for me. So, that ain't even a trip to Baltimore. But yeah, why do you feel like dudes have to? Why do we feel like sometimes your friends or people you know feel like they gotta lie about stuff like that?
Same reason they lie about anything else, because they fucking liars. Like that's
okay.
Because I feel like, bro, that to me, number one, I ain't just talking about sex with just like on a personal level. I ain't talking about that shit with just anybody. Like just a person to person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now, and if you gotta lie to me about your sex, yo, if you gotta lie to me about how long you fucking somebody, like, yo, what else you lying about? Because number one, I really don't even care. It's probably a conversation that we just pop up.
Like, that's not no shit that I would care about. I'm like, yo, like, I'm not a bitch. Like,
well, let me ask y'all this. I know some girls, when they do speak about sex, they feel like sex is a very sacred thing, so they don't like to talk about it. So do you think some guys feel the same way about sex? Like they just don't, they feel like it's a sacred thing, even if it is a sacred thing, that they just feel like they just got to make up something in order for people to believe it or something? Man, if you get what I'm saying?
They be acting like they trying to get ass by lying about the sex. Yeah. Let me see something. Hold up.
Unless they around some girly mouth ass niggas and they know they don't trust them.
Do y'all feel like sex is a sacred thing? Do you feel like it's a sacred thing that like a couple have with each other? Or do you feel like it's a sacred thing when you have it with your spouse, your significant other? Do you feel like it's
Hell yeah.
So what about a random chick?
That ain't sex, that's fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sex and fucking two different things, yo.
Ooh, I like that. So explain to me, please. What's your take on that? What's your take on the difference between the two?
If I'm fucking you, like, I don't really care if you nut or not, yo. Like, I ain't trying to romance you. I ain't trying to make you, like, it's kind of like
The one night stands.
it's kind of like it ain't. If I nut first and you don't nut, it's like I ain't cheat you, I beat you. Like you should have came faster.
Yo, who said that before? Yeah, I heard that before.
So, but if it's like my significant other, if we together, like I want to make sure. Shoot, sometimes you fuck your significant other, like it just ain't and you ain't got time to have sex. Like you just both of y'all want to nut. If you gotta do what you gotta do to make her nut, and then it's your turn, then that's what you do. But a lot of the times it's like, yo, nah, we having sex. We ain't fucking. But if outside of a relationship or something, and you just trying to not have a wet dream, or got tired of masturbating or some shit like that, then it's fucking, and it don't really matter to me.
I like that analogy. It makes sense.
Let's see. We about to have an anonymous caller call in, and a female, and tell us about what they think about how long women be wanting to have sex, yo. Because that's something that we need to know.
Yeah, I feel like it's a couple people out there in our audience that want to know that.
A couple. It's a lot of them. I know. It's a lot of them that want to.
I want to know how long women like to have sex for.
Yeah. All right. Let me check and see. All right, y'all. So we got a caller, man, because we really needed to know. We need to know a woman's perspective. Let me hear you say that word, girl.
Perspective.
Okay, girl. Okay.
All right. Stop it, man.
I thought that.
All right, now stop it. Go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead.
I thought that list was gonna get his ass.
You tried it, yeah.
Hey, but we need to hear a woman's perspective. What was the question? What was it that we wanted to ask? And this is an anonymous caller, so.
All right, so question. So, how long, when you having sex, like the average time, how long do you usually want to have sex? Just for your satisfaction.
For me,
satisfaction.
30 minutes top. And the reason why I'm gonna say 30 minutes because I want to spend time on foreplay. That's major for me. Anything else,
right?
Like we have great sex and that's it. Boom, it's over.
So what equates to great sex?
Well, I mean, even for people who aren't having great sex, I say 30 minutes is the max. Like
that's a long. Bro.
If you include foreplay, like
she said that's a max. Though she did say that's the max.
Exactly. I can't speak for the minimum, but that's the max.
So 30 minutes, not including foreplay.
No,
including foreplay.
Oh, okay. See, that's the thing. Okay, so what about just penetration? Like just like sex, not foreplay, sex. Because this is what happens. You'll ask a dude to be like, all right, some girls will be like, oh, I want to fuck for like an hour. I want to fuck for like an hour and a half. And I'd be like, man, who you fucking that long, yo? And what type of workout regimen they on? Because that's a long fucking time, yo. Sometimes 15 minutes be a long, like a straight fucking.
It's long.
I'd be like, yo.
Me myself, I would say 10 minutes.
10 minutes is average, right?
Yeah.
Yo, we just said that. Yo. Like, so for the guys out here, that hour that y'all be lying about, y'all don't need to do that, man. They don't even need all that. They don't need all that, man.
Number one, we don't really like that for the guys.
I think Leon said that, right?
Boom.
Leon said that for real.
Boom. They don't even like that joint after a while. But what about that multiple orgasm thing? Like, because I know women, a lot of women, they can have multiple orgasms back to back to back to back. Like, is there a time where y'all just get tired of that? Like yo, after I have to get 3, then I'm good. Like, I don't like anything after that probably hurt.
You feel drained, literally. Like, I've had instances where I just said to say, okay, stop, I can't come no more. Like, that shit is draining me, like, literally.
So what happened if he ain't came yet?
I don't know what to tell him.
Oh,
man.
Listen, no. I will do my part in making sure he do. But, like, after that, like, nah.
Word. Yo.
So at least I'm doing my part. But you got to remember, a woman's body isn't made for that long time, all that extraness. Like, it's not.
Oh, when a woman be like, oh, I would want to have sex for 45 minutes, an hour, they be capping.
Because that shit hurts after a while. Your body's not even going to, all of that friction, like, just before you come, yeah, but after a while, like, that's going to dry out. Your body's not made for all that friction to constantly just, like, not continuously.
It's friction. That's what I'm saying, yo. You fuck around and start a fire down there, boy.
He said start a fire.
Word. Well, we appreciate you dropping in. Anybody else got any other questions? You got any questions for us?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
All right, so you in a relationship, how many times you going to have sex a week?
I mean, if we're in a good space, we're going to have sex every night.
7 times, right?
Yeah, but you got to think about it. That's not much time out of your week, your day. Like,
I ask you a question. I know we don't get personal. Do you have kids?
I do.
Okay. So all right, even if you was in a relationship for, let's say, 10 years, in those 10 years, you still expect to have sex at least almost every day.
I mean, no, because things change. The older you get, some people's sex drive change, some people don't, some people's lessen, some people's sex drive heightens.
Yeah, your first year in your relationship, you want to have sex almost every day.
Well, I'm a sexual person, so I'm going to have sex whether it's the first year or the fifth year. But for everybody else, I hear a lot of women say, I'm tired, I do a lot, so I don't want to have sex every day.
I'm glad you just said it. So do you feel like what you do during the day can affect your sex drive as a woman sometimes?
It can.
Okay.
But I think, let me say this for some women, but I think more so, it has a lot to do with your energy, your mind. If you can carry that stuff, even if you can carry the negative positively, like still, like it doesn't affect your sex drive. But for some women who are exhausted and it just is what it is, like their body's not getting into that mode. Like it's just a no-go for them.
I don't know, yo. If we're in a relationship and I'm working my ass off and I'm bringing home the bacon and you chilling at home, I expect you to be ready when I am. Like we gotta. I ain't really trying to. That you really don't got the time to be tired. Like because I ain't gonna demand a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So
you saying if you're the cash cow in the house, you're the one bringing all the money in, and she just at home all day. That's what you would expect.
All right. So we ain't gonna hold you, anonymous caller. We appreciate you.
No.
We appreciate you. You don't worry. You gonna hear it. We appreciate. She like, oh no. When she first came on, she was like, yo, how long y'all need me? Now she like, oh no, I want to hear this.
Because I have to stand up for us women. Because don't get up here and be trying to get a hold of us. Not for real.
Nah, you gonna hear it. Don't worry.
And thank you for calling in too, for real.
Y'all are welcome, but make sure you answer the question of what men expectations are when it comes to a woman in sex.
That's so you can ask any of us and stuff like that. But
what are y'all expectations?
Go ahead, Leon. Go ahead.
All right. Good.
Well, expectations. I mean, it basically depends on because I feel like as a couple, I feel like our expectations, we both have to meet each other's expectations, and I don't request a lot from a woman. I just want you to be satisfied and be yourself for real.
Okay.
I'm not gonna throw this, you better be this, you better not. Just be yourself and be satisfied. As long as you satisfied, I'm good.
Okay.
Me pretty much is, I understand some women be tired and understand like that. So sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet.
So from your perspective, it's like, damn all that. Like, it is what it is.
Nah, I care. But after a while, I'm hearing the same excuse now. Like, hey, lay on your stomach. You know what I mean?
Leon a fool, man.
Why can't you just lay on your stomach? Right? Give me 5 good minutes.
Why don't you just take charge?
Listen, either you get this 5 to 10 minutes, or I'm gonna ignore you for the whole damn night. So which one are you gonna choose? But
okay.
That's how I look at it.
Man, I appreciate the perspective. That's what we all about. We want to hear people's perspective on things, and it ain't no judgment. Like I say, I don't got a whole lot of time to be fucking. I got maybe I ain't got an hour to fuck. I got other shit I got to do. But we appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. Guess what? You are.
And I feel like we definitely gonna have to bring her back another day.
Definitely got to bring you back
because it's also good to hear. I mean, of course, it's us guys here sitting here talking, but it's also good to hear a woman's perspective on a couple things as well.
Definitely.
And when we go viral, we're gonna have a Walmart gift card for you.
Yeah.
No, man.
hey, when we go viral, we got a Walmart gift card for you. Probably gonna be $10, $15. All right, well, we appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right. So the proof is in the pudding. They ain't trying to fuck that long, man.
See you niggas.
I'm glad we got a female caller. That was actually, because I feel like you do need to hear it from both sides.
Yo, so how y'all friends, yo? I feel like my thing is I don't have a whole lot of friends at all. I never had a whole lot of friends. I never been the type I ain't never been the type to have a whole lot of people around me. Number one, man, my uncle, bro. Like my uncle, growing up, talking to him, one of the things that he taught me and he made me pay attention to is dudes, in Florence at least, people in Florence that had guys that had a whole lot of friends, yo.
Yeah.
It seemed like they always had some shit going on. Like their house getting broken into, they getting robbed, they none this, they none that. And truthfully, growing up and him telling me that at a young age, and then me growing, like just paying attention to it, even at school, it seemed like the people that had a whole lot of guy friends, the guys that had a whole lot of friends, well, people that they consider friends or was tight to, they was always in some shit, yo. All the time. And I was like, I knew I didn't want that in my life. So I automatically start paying close attention to people until I felt like that person was true to themselves, regardless of what was going on around them. I ain't making them my friend. And it's a lot of people that ain't true to themselves based off of what's going on around them. So I don't got a whole lot of friends. So how do you filter who you make a friend? Or how you choose your friends?
Well, my philosophy is, it's about the chemistry, For me, what I do, sometimes I test people too. I try to see if you're a liar, if you're a bullshitter. And sometimes you got to know your friends too, because you can't base one friend for everybody. Some people might be soft. Some people might have a girly mouth. Some people, might know how to hold your secret. So you got to know, you can't say, you my friend, you got to do this, you got to do this, that. Everybody's just not built like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to know your friends. You got to be able to trust them. And they also got to be dependable.
How you choose them though? Like what's the criteria for you to say, all right, so y'all want me to give you my example?
Yeah.
All right, so Leon, I can't say I truly said that you were my friend until LA. You know what I'm saying? So when we went to LA, I was like, yo, like I kind of like I like him. He's somebody that I can see myself being around because you proved to me what I thought of you. You know what I'm saying? Already. Like what the things that I thought of you, you proved at that point. Not saying that I was like watching you or not like that, but it was like the vibe, the energy was just there. And then, me with Grip trusting you, with Grip being my closest friend, and him trusting you and him telling me how you look out for him and y'all look out for each other and stuff like that. Like it's the same way me and him is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me now, I be telling people like, yo, if I tell you my friend, if I'm saying I was talking to my friend, you probably know who I'm talking about. But if I say my homeboy, you probably don't know who I'm talking about because I use the word friend like I use the word love, yo.
Yeah.
Like they almost like interchangeable to me. So by Grip telling me how y'all took care of each other, now I consider you my friend. Like I consider you a friend of mine. Just like today, I called you on a life decision of mine. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's a friend to me. I don't call people on my life decisions because I'm like, motherfuckers too selfish. They don't even think about their own decisions. So I can't depend on them to think about mine. So by me calling you today, I hope, by me calling you today, prove to you and prove to myself that like, nah, this is my friend, yo, because I call this man on a decision that I'm actually making with my life, along with my other friend. So that's kind of how I filter out my friends. It's a process to me. I might not be your friend for 3-4 years. We might be around each other, but I probably won't consider you a friend until some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And then I see how you handle that. You know, and I ain't saying, oh, you got to be, as long as you're making a smart decision like that, then I can be like, all right, yo, this makes sense. Like for me to be his friend.
How you move, how somebody move in life also determines how they can be your friend too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I get, going back to what you were saying as far as people having like, you know, like people from your town, they might have like 20 people they hang out with together. Like that's a dangerous thing. That's a very dangerous thing because if you notice, like, the bigger the crew, the harder they fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yeah, I agree.
I feel like a certain way to filter your friends, like, because I like you said, also, I know a lot of people, and I feel like everybody's not considered my friend or this guy, this person, but the way I filter it is loyalty and just that energy and people who are there. Because I mean, like, and who add value to your life. Because there's a lot of people who just don't add value and who can lift you up when you need to be lifted up. Like both of y'all on this call right now, like each one of y'all lift me up in certain times of my life that I need to be lifted up. And it can be from anything. And I'm just like, that's what truly makes somebody a friend to me. And that's how I filter my friends out. Just like people who I really value and who really add value to me. And I'm not saying you have to add value to my life in order to be my friend, but it does make an extra, and value is not even meaning money or this, it's just like mental value. Some people consider people who rich, that's my friend because he got bread. But nah, I just mentally, y'all, like I can call y'all about anything. Y'all can help me think through something. So I feel like that's how I look at it. And like, I got people, I feel like I got a couple people outside of y'all who I consider like, if I ever call them and people done told me that, yo, if you call me with whatever you need. Some people don't mean that, but I feel like I got a couple, if I do, they're already on it.
Yeah.
But I feel Leon when he was saying about, I don't want a circle where I got like 20 friends, like, oh yeah, these my friends, this, that. Nah, I mean, and let's be honest, half these people ain't your friends for real. Half you just feel comfortable being around these people. They're not your friends. Y'all might have grew up in the same neighborhood. You just feel comfortable around them and feel safe. And if something happened, it might pop off. And I believe that's what you were saying. Cause like, I remember when we was in school, like when you used to look at them cliques of people and they had so many friends around them, the reason you stay in it so much because they in it. And like, I know, and like me and Tweezy talk about this a lot. I'm never going to put him in a position where he got to do something that I feel like would put him away or do this or do that. When you got people around you like that, they're not going to make those kind of moves to make you have to do that. Now, I can see if something happened and you got to, but no. But that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie, bro. Like, I used to look at those huge cliques of friends and be like, yo, like it looked fun. Like, it looked fun to have that amount of friends or that amount of people to be able to call and go out with. And y'all just got a huge clique of people. But I said the other day, that shit ain't safe, yo.
Nah.
I ain't never saw that shit as safe because for me, a friend of mine, when they got a problem, that becomes my problem. So it's like, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead.
When you have a large group of friends, and I've seen this shit happen. I've seen this happen before. Somebody might have drama to be aware of, and you out here just walking around, everything cool. And you inherit people's beef.
Yeah.
People like, oh, he's cool with him.
Yeah. Just to get at them. Like you like an indirect target. Like, but okay, so it's like this. Go ahead.
I do feel like if any one of y'all call me with something, that's how I really know that, like, y'all my boys. Like, I never forget when Leon told me he was having his other kid. Like, when he told me, I was like, oh, for real? At first, I was like, no, I remember the first time he told me he was having a kid. And like me and Leon boys, I was like, oh, man. Well, congratulations, man. You good? Like, it was just like, I actually felt it like, man, all right, okay. That's what we do. I'm acting like I'm in the house with him. Like, that's what we doing? Okay. But I felt that, and that's how I know, like, that you can feel stuff when people, your friends, like, you feel they same, like y'all say, they problems, you feel it.
Yo, you right, though. Like, that's for real, yo. Like, bro, I don't know any problem that any of my friends ever caused. I went to jail for my friend, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think any of any people that I consider my friend would, like, ever have any problem that can't be solved, because they could use their network of people or friends to try to solve it. And if you my friend, I don't care if somebody ain't my friend. Like, I would use my network to try to get that problem fixed somehow, some way. You know, so
to be honest with you, you're not really gonna know what type of person I am unless you my friend, because I ain't gonna really let you read me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna read, so you gotta really know me. You gotta really be my friend to know me. To be honest with you.
And then people don't change. I feel like with me knowing the both of y'all, neither one of y'all never changed. Y'all still the same person from day one. Like, and I feel like I got some people who I thought was my friend, like, who changed just because they got to be this person to be that person. They want to be a gangster, this, that. You're not really that type of person. Y'all,
how that shit make you feel, yo?
It make me feel like, hey.
When that happened?
You was fake the whole time. Like, you talking about somebody trying to be a gangster and they're not.
Like somebody that's your friend, you thought was your friend, and then you realize they weren't really your friend.
It's unfortunate. First off, it makes me feel like, I was about to say unfortunate, but it's not even unfortunate. It's just like, I'm disappointed. It makes me feel disappointed. That's what I was looking for. It made me feel disappointed. Like, dang, I really thought you was my boy, but you really not. Yeah. And I just distance myself. Like, some people, it ends with fights or this, that, and the third, but I don't have time for that. So I just distance myself from the person. But it makes me disappointed, yo. It really, I don't like when people disappoint me.
You ever have that conversation with them?
No, because I just distance myself from people. I don't want to talk about that or nothing. I just make sure I distance myself, because when I get disappointed, if somebody disappoint me, yo, I just don't want to have nothing to do with you. I just avoid just even dealing with you anymore.
Yeah. I know one time that I felt like that happened to me before too. Like that happened to me. That probably happened to me more than I should have allowed. But I didn't completely consider that person my friend. I had already thought that they could be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I started opening myself up to, this could potentially be my friend, so I ain't gonna treat them like I treat everybody else. And then it turns out to be like, they were just kind of like trying to be everybody's friend. So depending on who they was around, they was acting in a certain way. So it's been times where I was like, my thing is, it's hard for me. It's so difficult for me not to be myself, yo. Like, and I like it's an amazing thing, but depending on what you think you should be doing, like it could get real difficult and challenging, and it become a problem. But it's been times where I've been like somebody that I thought was my friend, or somebody that I would have considered my friend, and they weren't. I was like, they tried to shake my hand, like at Virginia State. They tried to shake my hand, and I told them, like, bro, for real, like my heart won't even allow me to shake your hand, yo. Like, I had to tell them, because that's just, I always try to keep it straight with people. Like, I never wanted to be fake, ever.
Hey, yo, let me chime in on that, because I remember I was there the day when you did that, and when I looked at you like, man, this nigga really keeping it real. Like, and I'm not saying I expected nothing else from. I mean, I felt like we talked about it before it happened, but when you did, I was like, hey, that's because I never saw nobody do that to somebody. Just like, nah, because I heard what you were saying. This not even I forgot the whole conversation, but yeah. Let's just say I'm gonna make something up. I heard what you were saying, and this. I never saw it unfold in front of me, and like you just like, nah, I can't even shake. Like, I was like, dang.
Yeah. Like that, like that's because for real at that point, and I'm gonna make it clear, like I called that person later in my life, and I apologized to him. I was like, yo, like I'm sorry, like I apologize for doing that. Like that was probably immature at the time, and like it's unfortunate that happened and it happened, but you know what I'm saying? I'm at a different place. You know, so I called and I was man enough to be like, yo, that was probably wrong at the time. And I apologize for it just as easy as I was able to say, like, nah, like, it ain't in my heart to shake your hand.
And that's what make you a bigger man. Because, I mean, I remember when you called and asked me about it before. I felt like you didn't call and ask me about it, but you called to get the number and stuff from me. But
that's that friendship.
That's what make you a bigger man, yo. Like, because how many people, like you say, I just won't talk to you no more. So a lot of people don't do that.
When you called and apologized, you felt like you apologized because you felt like you kind of disrespected him? Or
yeah, I apologize because it was in front of people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was unfortunate that had to happen in front of people, but it had to happen. Because if I would have shook his hand at that time, I would have wore that shit. Like, I would have carried that shit around with me. Like, the whole time, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy myself because I would have been wearing like, damn,
I felt fake as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have made me, I wouldn't have been, I think it was like homecoming or some shit.
Yeah, it was.
Homecoming. So I was like, it wouldn't have, if I'd have did that, I wouldn't have enjoyed the rest of my time because I would have been thinking about that shit like, damn, bro, that shit was fake. Like, to myself, I ain't ever worried about looking fake or being fake in front of nobody, but to my own personal self.
And then, you know, with being a friend to a person like that, Leon, a person who he did it to, I got to deal with it like, yo, what's up? Why? And I'm like, I was like, yo, that's Tweezy, man. I say, hey, he gonna keep it real with you.
Yo, and the thing is, at least you know that if you come around me, whatever you feel or whatever you see is what it is. Like, the dangerous shit is not knowing. Them people that you could be around and you don't even know what they up to or if what they saying is real, they can give you a hug, bruh. They'll give you a hug and then they like looking at you like they plotting on you. At least you know, for me, like, yo, number one, I'm not gonna be that way. Like, if I'm around you.
Yeah, that's real what you say, but you know, I don't know. I'm different. Like, I'll sit back before I become somebody's friend. I'll just sit back in the cut. Like, I'll observe them. I'll see how they are, see the type of person they are. Because I don't want to just be open up to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this is the thing, bro. We spent so much time together. Like, that person was around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had already started, like, and I ain't gonna even say they did nothing wrong. Like, I didn't feel betrayed or anything. So I want to know that, I want everybody to know that I didn't feel betrayed by this person, but I automatically felt like, oh, damn, like, this ain't somebody that I would consider like a grip to me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, you want to shake my hand and you want to, you know, act like shit all good. I don't even remember what happened, to be honest, but.
Yeah, I felt like you told me, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah.
But yo, just with you saying that, yo, and just with like having this conversation about that, I feel like I got somebody I need to talk to about something like that. And it's like when you just asked me, like, do you normally call? But this was happening on like some night we went out and some words got said. And I feel like if you my boy, you ain't gonna just say certain things to me. Yeah. Like, you ain't gonna disrespect me or say nothing to me or say, and if you my boy, if I feel like you my boy and you tell me like, yo, I ain't even effing with you no more right now because you did this, you did that. If you say that to me and I feel like you my boy.
And y'all ain't talk about it?
Yeah. And that's when I just totally cut that person off. But I feel like after having this conversation, I just feel like I really do need to reach out to that person. Because the person has reached out to me, but I just kept like, nah, I ain't even talking to you. Because that one night, and even the person who was with us as well, he was just like, yeah, man, I got over it. But I was like, yo, I couldn't get over that because the way somebody say something to you, and I felt it when he said it. I was just like, hey, it's like that.
Boy, you better be glad I went there at that time. That was in college?
Yeah.
But, well, you better be glad I went.
I was like, dang, it's like that? Oh, all right, cool. Say no more. You ain't got to worry about even hearing from me no more. But it was just like...
He said around groups of people and shit?
No, well, when he said it, it was it was three of us. We got in the car. A situation happened before we got in the car. And when we got in our own personal car, that's when he said it was like, he was like, I think it was something along the lines like, it's crazy y'all let that go down. Like, and it wasn't like no fighting or nothing, but it was just like, it's crazy y'all ain't step in and said, do this, do that. And I'm like, what? He was like, I ain't even effing with y'all no more right now, fool. And I'm like, wow, really?
Yo, see, that's the thing though. Like, niggas be having different expectations. They expect everybody to, that word friend,
Yeah.
like, they expect that to come with certain criteria when it don't. Like, for me, I consider you my friend, I expect you to be exactly who you are, no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect you to, if I'm arguing with my girl, then you take my side. Or if I'm arguing with anybody, if I'm wrong, my friend, I expect you to be like, yo, Tweezy, chill, bro. Like, we'll talk about this shit later on, but like, nah, this ain't it right here. Yeah. And then we talk about it and you tell me in private, like, you ain't gonna be like, yo, you wrong in front of nobody, number one. Yeah. Because then my ego gonna kick in and be like, what, nigga? You on their side? But on some private shit, yeah, it's like, but on some private shit, like, I would expect my friend to be like, bruh, like, that shit wasn't cool, yo. And then I'll be like, yo, man, like, if you my friend, I'll think about it. Like, yo, he might be right. But if you ain't my friend, I'm be like, man, who the fuck are you to tell me that some shit ain't cool? Like, you can't, why are you even talking to me like that? Like, you're not somebody that you shouldn't even feel that comfortable talking to me like that. And I will tell you that, like, yo, don't talk to me. Don't say shit to me. Because that ain't, you ain't in a position to talk to me.
And I think we both kind of said that at that moment, both of us was like, man, we don't even got to deal with you, yo. You ain't even got to talk to you. We kind of had those kind of turns and it left it at that. But, nah, you wasn't there.
Oh.
Nah, you wasn't there. But it was, I hate when somebody tried to get you involved in something that was kind of their fault, or I feel like you shouldn't have did something if you was expecting something back. Like, I don't know. It's just certain situations. If it wasn't a big deal and you try to make it a big deal to me, like, come on now, no. But, I mean, you live and you learn. But, nah, I feel like, I know I am going to call that person and actually chop it up with them, yo. Because I don't like holding grudges or being this type of way with people for real. That eats you alive sometimes.
If you're thinking about it. Like, because sometimes, like, some stuff you don't even think about, it ain't even worth it. But if you're thinking about it and, like, it actually bothers you to a certain extent, like, it's probably something you should confront.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta start. We gotta do better as Black men.
Yeah.
We gotta do better at confronting things that bothers us without it leading to violence, yo.
How do you feel about public school and charter school and private school? Like, how do you feel about those?
As far as, it depends what town you in. It depends where you live. Like, if you from Jersey and you live in Princeton, New Jersey, that public school is going to be better than your average private school. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some towns that got money and they just put mad money into their public schools, and it's like a private school. You get, like, better education in private schools.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on the living.
Okay.
Now, if you live in a bad neighborhood with a bad school, then I understand to put your kids in private school. But if you live in a great neighborhood, most likely the school system is going to be good.
I miss what we was talking about.
Oh, no, I was just asking him about what was his take on public school, private school, and charter schools, like with whether, like, sending your kids there or how you felt about all that. But your son go to public school? Like, Zach go to public school?
Sit up.
That's what I said. All my kids going to public school. If you live in the hood, all right, you're gonna try to get your kid into a private school because you worry about the public school might be, a bad influence on your kid. So, but at that same point, it's like private school is not cheap.
Yo, that's what I heard. Remember, I never really even. I don't even know how much a private school is. I never really even considered private school.
For my kids. Where I'm from, there's a school called Rutgers Prep. I don't know if it's part of Rutgers University, but it's literally down the street. But it's a private high school. And the way they got the school set up is like a college campus.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But the shit costs mad bread. Like, it might cost just as much as going to Rutgers.
I know, like, here they have a lot of charter schools. Like, so say, like, the school I teach at, like, the kids, it's a smaller setting. It's not even a lot of kids, and it goes from kindergarten, I think, all the way to 8th grade. and it's a small setting. Every classroom is small, and they wear uniforms, and it's a smaller setting. Now, mind you, these aren't tough kids, so it's not like it's completely different from a public school. So that's why I asked that question, just because I feel kids, it's different, like influence with them with like violence and all this other stuff when they go to like certain schools. Now, some kids do need to see that so they can toughen up, but some kids, I feel like in some ways they help kids sometimes. I don't know.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna end our first show. Make sure y'all tune into PhilosoMe next week. PhilosoMe Talks next week. Again, we got L Boogie, Grip, and Tweezy here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment, share. Share. Comment. Let's make this thing a thing.
Share.
If there's any other topics that y'all need, our Facebook, our social media is open. So any topics that y'all would care to even discuss. Until next week, we will see y'all later.